So my name is Chris Finesse, and welcome to the Radical Masculine. Now, real quick, before we begin, I have a public service announcement. Now, I want to say this. Now, there are guys out there that they date women that they should not date. There are guys out there that get into relationships or marry women that they shouldn't get into a relationship with and or marry. There are guys that while dating, while in a relationship, or while in a marriage, who put up with things that they should not put up with. Now, one of the things that happens in mating and dating is, first of all, women approach men as if they're the prize. The man should want nothing more other than the fact that, hey, they show up, they'll have sex with them every once in a while, and that man should pick them for who they are. They know, you know who I was when we met. I am who I am. You can't change me. You should accept me for who I am. And many of these guys, they accept them for who they are. And then shit starts to happen. Red flags, gaslighting. And then eventually, after a while, of course, the guy finally says, you know what? I'm over this. I'm tired of this. I'm out. And this time, he's serious. All of the other times, the girl knew he wasn't going anywhere. But this time, he's serious. His balls must have dropped or something. And so he packs his shit, or he tells her, hey, I'm done. I'm out. And then the woman immediately says, I apologize. I didn't know that hurt you. I didn't know that I couldn't have guy friends. I didn't know that that would bug you or bother you. I didn't know this. Please, don't go. Stay. I can be better. I can do better. And then since women already enter relationships or interactions with men as if they're the prize, they never concede any leverage. They never go above and beyond. They never strive for a balanced deal. They expect the guy to do everything for them, and they just show up. So for the first time ever for this man, the woman's sounding like she's willing to give a little bit of balance. She's sounding like she's willing to change. She sounds like she's willing to concede on some things. And then the guy says, you know what? If she did that differently, if she didn't have guy friends, then we'd be perfect. Everything would be fine. And then all those other red flags that I'm overlooking, I'm sure those would just go away too. So then the man accepts her apology. He stays. And then it happens again. Only this time, it's more serious. Maybe she cheated. Maybe she did some fuck shit. Maybe she got close to cheating with someone else, clearly. But he busted her. Now, she's like, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Many a times, since women don't take accountability, they'll blame you. You work too much. You're apparently cheating on me, so that's why I decided to talk to someone else, because you don't give me the love that I feel I deserve. Ever since that last time, they always use the last time as I changed for you, I did what you wanted, and you didn't appreciate it. In fact, you don't even trust me. You should trust me off rip. I made a mistake, but people make mistakes. And then you finally say, well, I guess humans do make mistakes. I care about her. And sometimes this may be the first time you hear, I love you. I love you. I thought you were going to be my husband. And then all of a sudden, you as the guy, you're back in there. you're happy, you're good, we could fix this, okay. And the woman says, I'll change, I promise. I'll let you monitor my phone. I'll give you all of the passwords to my IG. Whatever she did, she will go above and beyond to sell you that she's going to change for you. And since women don't really concede to men, the guys are like, oh, this is great. Finally, she appreciates what she has. And yeah. And then some shit happens. And then all of a sudden, she's like, or actually, before shit happens, everything's great with you and her for about 2 weeks, maybe a month, depending on how bad it was. But after that, she goes right back to the, you should trust me. You should accept me for how I am. If you want to be controlling to me, or if you don't think that I'm a good woman, well, then that's just messed up. They up the ante, but they also say they want to revert back to who they were before, because these are all temporary fixes just to get you back in their good graces. You should just accept me for how I am or who I am. I'm good. I'm a good woman. I'm a good woman to you. You shouldn't control me. You shouldn't want my passwords. You shouldn't care about this guy. He's just a friend. Then they go back to their fuck shit. The guy's kind of like, yeah, well, I guess, at least now she knows that I'm gone if she does it again. And then she does some more fuck shit. And then this time you're out. I know who she is. I know what she is. I'm out. And then maybe you meet a new girl after a while. See, because when you leave, usually at this point, they're no longer apologizing to you, trying to get you back. At this point, they're like, if you want to go, well, then just go then, I guess. I've tried. I've done everything. If you're not happy with me, just go. You leave, and it's over. The way it should have been from the get-go, or actually should have never been. But then you finally leave. She has a new guy immediately. Boom. New guy. You're single for a while, because women could get broken up with or break up with the guy at 4 p.m. and then have a new guy in their bed by 10 p.m. or 2 a.m. depending on what time the club closes or what they do. Many women already have a guy in the background floating around waiting for that call. She gives him the call. He rolls through. Maybe she was already taking credit applications on guys. Maybe this guy is like, hey, I don't want to get involved with your relationship. Oh, yeah, he cheated on me, or whatever the case may be. So women get over guys way quicker. This guy is fucking heartbroken. He's not exactly moving on. Maybe he's a Chad and he can call somebody up. But usually it don't work like that. Usually the woman has a man immediately to fill his shoes, even before his side of the bed has a chance to get cold. She has another guy there. And then 6 months later, I miss you, I miss what we have, because good old Chad fucked her and dropped her like a bad habit, because Chad deals with a lot of women, so he knows female nature. So he's like, oh no, you're a good time, not a long time. Something you should have knew from the get-go too. She calls you up, and this time she doubles down. This time, shit, she might be pregnant. Or this time, she's like, I know we should be married and all this shit. She'll say shit just to get you back on board. Now, to make a long story even longer, the reason why women do this is not because they want you, but because they like the idea of they can have you when they want you over actually wanting you. They like the ability to kind of jerk you around. Women will fight for a relationship with a guy that they don't even like and they don't even want. Maybe they even want somebody more. They will fight for it because women always want what they can't have. Women will not want you, but they'll also not want you to not want them. We see this a lot. Now I get it, I know the game, and I'm over here spitting facts, dropping bars, but it even happened to me. So it's easy to get got, so I understand that. But these women, there are certain women out there, you shouldn't even get started with them. You should leave after the first red flag, and you should know that they will fight for you back. They will cry for you. They will play the victim, but not because they want you, only because they always want you to want them. It's like they dip their toe in the pool. Oh, it's still warm. I'm going to go back to this guy. He's more attractive. He's more of what I want. So with that being said, we are going to react to a video that breaks this down on a deeper, more intricate level, and I will be reacting. So like, comment, subscribe, hit that Cash App, and now for your feature presentation.
The ideas, opinions, and beliefs of the radical masculine are for entertainment purposes only. We make fun of everyone equally.
I felt compelled to respond.
Yes, I'm reacting to someone's reaction. I couldn't find the video myself. Plus, this brother did all the legwork, so I'm gonna run with it. Shout out to this dude.
To make a video in response to what someone commented on another video about my children's father, H, wanting, like, pressuring to file for divorce. Because he possibly has someone else, and it's something that I wish this person hadn't commented, because I have been thinking about that, and it makes me feel even worse than what I already do, because it's something that I've definitely also thought about, and his actions have made me...
Here's the messed up part, is that he didn't pressure her for a divorce. She filed the divorce. She was the one who wanted the divorce. But yet, she's the victim. Remember the monologue, folks. Remember it. This falls right in line with that bullish.
Think that this is a possibility. And it's just not good for my self-esteem. When I knew he was coming after 3 months of not seeing him and him not seeing his kids, I even offered for him to stay here. I thought it would be a better transition for the kids to see him, and then we would talk to our daughter, our oldest daughter, 7 months.
No, she was looking to keep him on the hook so that he could say, oh, well, maybe work it out. She just wants to know that he wants her, but she don't want him. Remember what I said in the monologue? I'm not going to say that again.
7 years. Oh, 7 years old. Almost 7 years old. And he didn't want that. He said he wanted his space. And he is a person that wants his space. I
have to stop it. Remember Alright, this is the last time I say this. They always... Well, the guy is finally fed up. He finally moves on. And they demonize him for it. Oh, he just wants his space. He was always a man who wanted his space. That's why we're divorced. But she filed the divorce. She wanted it. But she's trying to make it sound like he was part of it.
He's next to me and he's on his phone. He kind of goes like this. The pressuring, and then he already talked about, when we were talking about how we were going to be before we talked to our daughter, and how we wanted, I said, I want this to be okay. We weren't meant for each other, but that doesn't mean we have to be enemies, and it's good for them to see that we can even be friends, right? And have like moments that it's the four of us. So yeah, the different behaviors have gotten me.
This is why women always push to be friends with guys, because they want them to, maybe they have a utility in their life, but they always know that the guy wants them, and they like that. Not because they want them back, but because they just like the want. It's weird.
Like thinking, does he already have someone else? And it does make me feel like shit even more. It really does, because I feel like I'm that easily replaceable. For 12 years that I've been with him, I feel like I've begged for his love, and um,
Guys, they are all replaceable and they all think that you will not find anyone better, but you always do, especially if you're about your business. There's not a single woman that I hooked up with, that I liked, that I was in a relationship with, that I would take back or get with. Hell no, not even a woman younger, more attractive, but similar to them. Hell no. Nope, nope, nope.
it's like the harder, the more the people play hard to get, the more you want that person. I feel like that's what's happening, even though I know that he is not the person for me. It's an ego thing. I know that. I know it's
It's a crazy bitch thing.
an ego thing. But I'm not gonna lie, it makes me feel like shit. It really does. It makes me feel horrible about myself. And I wish it didn't. I wish it didn't, but it does. And so then I feel like maybe it's time to just like rip the band-aid off and like start dating myself, or seeing what's out.
Women like this don't exactly break up with a good guy, especially today and these days. They don't exactly break up and go get a high quality man who shows them the love and shows their commitment to them, but yet his commitment to their career and makes a lot of money. So these women are just clearly fucking delusional. I could tell by her tits, she just gave birth within the last couple of years. I could tell that off the bat. And it's like, what guy really wants that other than just to like bust a nut, leave, and forget to close the door on his way out? And women find this out the hard way, and then they want the guy back, but they really don't. They just want him to want them back. It's weird.
There. And I know a lot of people say, no, you're not ready, and you gotta learn to love yourself before you can love someone else, and you gotta be by yourself. But I feel like I have been for the last 12 years, actually. I feel like I have been by myself in a certain way. I've been with someone, but he's been doing his own thing this whole time, and I'll get into that in another.
That's what they all say. I'm in a relationship, I'm in a marriage by myself. Other than you're not paying the fucking bills, other than you're not doing the masculine responsibilities around the house. No, that was with somebody. So you expect the man to do the things he's supposed to do, but yet you can come online and say he was never there, but you reaped all the fucking benefits because he was there.
Post, but yeah, part of me just wants to just like, let's go, let's move on, let's do this, because I do not like feeling like shit and like I'm not worthy of people's love. Yeah.
This is how women destroy their own life with unnecessary baggage just to satisfy their ego. She want to start dating just because her soon-to-be ex-husband has moved on. Now, do not fall for all these fake crocodile tears because she is the one that is filing for divorce. She is actually the one that is destroying her own family because of her jealousy and envy toward.
Now this man is spitting facts. I look for the video and after a while I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna react to your reaction. So, but yeah, he's spitting facts.
Her husband's success. Let me show you what I mean by that in this next clip.
Resentment. It's something that I definitely felt towards H, that I feel towards H sometimes, because it's just different for men and women. I mean, and that's just the way it is. Like, anyone can argue that, oh, no, it's not. Like, women have it.
The reason why she's not showing her lower half, well, I guess it'd probably be hard to do in a selfie type scenario or setup, but I'm willing to bet she's probably like 20 pounds overweight and out of shape. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah, you could tell by like the fat in her arms, and you could tell she's probably not getting the type of attention she expected to from being a single woman. So therefore, that's why all this stuff's eking at her, because now she's like, not as desirable. Women don't realize this. They're like, oh, I'm just open to the possibilities. And then the possibilities are, yeah, even me, I'd fuck her. I'd give her, I'd hit it everywhere, all different positions, all different areas, if you know what I mean. But that would be it. I want to meet your son. I'd love to spend all the extra money on him and to work to win him over. The fuck?
10 times harder. We are the caretakers. We have the invisible load. We take care of the kids and work, or some people just take care of the kids, but like we have an amount of work and responsibility and mental like load. Yeah, when it comes to the kids, that's just it's not the same. I mean, biologically, you know.
Women do 10 times less the work now than women of the past did. Women would fucking pick cotton. They would fucking milk the cows. They would fucking pick cotton, whatever the fuck they were doing. And then they'd cook dinner. There'd be like 3 meals, home cooked. Husband be outside cutting the lawn, and she'd fucking bring him out lemonade. But all of a sudden, these females think they're really doing it all. The invisible load of laundry. It's like all the technology that women have, like dishwashers, washers, dryers. That was all invented by men. I don't know if you guys know that, but it was. So all of these modern conveniences that make a woman's life easier, they still want the same credit for this fucking invisible load. And the reason why it's an invisible load is because it's fucking invisible.
We nurse, or some, not all. So while H was able to really dedicate himself more to his career, I've had to split myself, and it has been extremely difficult. We both work in video production, and since I've known him, H has always traveled for work, and I completely get that and whatnot. But once we had, our daughter, it continued, which is fine. It was just more of a feeling like it's not the same for me. Like I can't just up and leave, for weeks at a time.
I know a woman that has a man that takes care of everything, gives her a nice soft life, gives her the ability to start bullshit business after bullshit business after bullshit venture, and he's always there. And I told her, I was like, why don't you just fucking commit to being the best wife and the best mother? I'm like, why don't you do that? Nope, she's hell-bent on fucking eventually making an equal amount of money so she could stand on her fucking throne and say, you and I are the same, we're equal, you don't do it all for me, even though he's been carrying the load for X many years. And when he finally leaves her for a younger, more attractive woman, then her bad.
Time, sometimes almost a month, and like I could do that, I would, or I could, I know I could if I wanted to, but I didn't want to.
Yeah, you're a woman, you could do anything.
And so of course it was like he is, moving up in his career and I am staying stagnant, and that is frustrating. And then finally when my daughter turned 2 and I came back to the United States after, living in Mexico for such a long time, and offered a bigger position in a production.
Feminism has tricked women into thinking that they want things that they don't really want. This woman wanted to be there with their kids, but yet she still gets upset that her husband could still travel and do things and run a career. And here's the thing, us men are going to allow these women to divorce us, to do whatever they want, to run their body counts up, to do whatever in the fuck they want. But we still know that they're going to fucking bitch and complain when it does not work out the way they thought it would work out. So women are stamping their own ticket to fucking Lonelyville. And guess what? Men, her husband, I bet you any money he could move on 10 times quicker, get a younger woman, someone who's more attractive, more agreeable, and someone who does not think like her, because he's that dude. And that's the beauty about being a man.
Company, and I took it. It was the first time that I was away from her, and working a full-time job, and I loved it. I really enjoyed that, and I realized that I can't be just a stay-at-home mom, and it's important for me to work, and that gives me joy as well. But when it came to like being able to travel for work, I was never available for that. Because I didn't.
Alright, bitches, you guys work till you're 65 like us men, and we'll see how much you like it then.
I leave my daughter. My daughter's also autistic, so I try to limit these drastic changes in her life as much as
Oh, she's an artist. Beautiful.
possible, and I've been the one constant factor, so I can't just like up and go for a couple weeks or a couple of days even. And I know that's been my choice and whatnot, but yeah, there is resentment there when he can and he does and I don't. And again, I know
Women these days will sell their soul to be a fucking man. Everything a man does, they want to do. You could have pointless sex. I could do that too. They want to work careers like us, work jobs, hard jobs. They want to travel. I can do that too. And then they fucking do it and they don't fucking like it. And then later on in life, they complain about the outcomes of their life. Because when a woman does a certain type of career, or when women take on a masculine role, masculine men don't want them back. Masculine men want feminine women. And what happens? I don't know why there's no good men out here. That's why the fucking cope is so big that women really don't want kids. Women really don't want to get married. Yeah, they really do. It's just fucking cope.
that's my choice. Now, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to be able to work even now. I have my own company and I've decided to have my own company to give me the flexibility of being the mother that I want to be, but also having the career that I want to have. And it's not like I don't, I don't. H right now is in Miami, then he's going to go to Mexico, and then, he goes to Jamaica and he goes all over the place. And I don't because I don't want to disrupt my kid's life. I'm still nursing.
Oh, she's such a great mother. She's sacrificing all this for her kids and she doesn't even complain about it. Oh, wait a minute. She is complaining about it. Women I swear, if women could get a dick, they would, just so they could pull it out to say, hey, look, I have one of these too, fellas. You want to be a man? Join the club. It's competitive, and there are men that don't have kids or that don't think like a woman that are willing to outwork you in every fucking thing you decide you want to do. Women will never pass me up. Only men have a chance because women will never work as much as I do and put the dedication in because they don't care to, even if they say they want to.
My son, so yeah, there's resentment.
This is what feminism has done to modern women. Her all body and soul is literally letting her know what she should do because it's what she really wants. But her indoctrination of pursuing her career is always interfering and pushing her to completely destroying her family. As a stay-at-home mom, she is the primary beneficiary of all the hard work her husband is putting in. But she can't even see it because of all the indoctrination about pursuing her career to compete with her own husband. And she even admitted that her husband didn't do anything wrong and that he is a good man. Check it out.
I want to clarify something because I think that I might be coming off as a victim here, and I'm not.
Ding, 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 ding. You certainly are the fuck are. Or you certainly the fuck are. Yes, she is.
I'm a victim of myself. I'm not a victim of H. I'm a victim of myself.
I agree. Most women usually are.
He is not a bad person. He's not the right person for me. I'm not the right person for him, unfortunately. That hurts. But he's not a bad person. And this divorce is amicable.
It's never amicable. Someone always brings it up first and another person goes with it. But women always try to say that it's fucking amicable, it's fucking mutual, as if both of them said, hey, I have something to talk to you about tonight. They both show up and say, I want a divorce. Oh my God, at the same time. No, they don't. Women initiate the majority of the fucking divorces by a long shot. I heard 70, I heard 80, but I also heard if they're college educated, it's 90% of the time. Women just simply are never happy anymore. They're just not. See, they want a divorce, then they get a divorce, and then they complain about the divorce and that, why'd you move on? Why? Why? I've said this before and I'll say it again. I had a girl who didn't even fucking want me, who was dealing with who knows how many other cocks. But she was like, I'm jealous because you have a girlfriend. And it's like, so I metaphorically spit right in her fucking face. And it's just like, you dirty little pig. I knew you were a summer fling. I should have never took it beyond that. Now I know. I knew, but now I know again.
At least up until this point, you know, we're on the same page about doing things this way for our kids, for ourselves. I'm not on a place like I can't see him. I can't see him with another person right now, but I can see him.
This woman is so narcissist to the point that she cannot stop saying in all her posts that she doesn't want to see her husband with another person, even though she doesn't want to be with him anymore. Let me just show you how narcissist she really is in this final clip.
My mind is my worst enemy. Sometimes I am my own worst enemy. For instance, like, this is going to be difficult to say because it's makes me sound like a crazy person, and I realize that, but it's the truth.
You are. Most women are. You guys are just jealous. You guys are definitely narcissistic. You guys will leave a man and complain that he moves the fuck on. Yeah, we get it. We know. And that's why it's up to men to know better to move on from these bitches or not even get involved with them. A woman like this, she would be great just to date casually. She really wants you. I really want something more. But you're like, nope, nope. Nope, nope. That's when you would get the best out of her. And then you'd meet somebody else who would probably be better, and then you would leave her, and then she would cry, but she really don't want you. She just don't want you to want anyone else.
And I said that I would be raw and unfiltered, right? Even though I don't want to be.
I'll be honest, she's cute, but she's more like a fuckable cute. Like, yeah, I'd fuck her, but like marry her? Hell no, it'd have to be a lot younger and less milk in her jugs.
With him anymore, there is a part of me that wants him to still want to be with me. And when I kind of think about like what gets me upset or why am I so sad about certain things, you know, of him wanting to also go through the divorce, you know, if I don't want to be with him. And
this is why a lot of women say, I wish you would fight for me. Not because I would accept the fact that you fought and take you back or want you back, but I just like the idea of you wanting to fight for me. Makes me feel better about myself. That's why you can't be a dumb fucking idiot and do it. Like, believe you me, I've been there. Never again, though. Be smart, motherfuckers.
And it's this craziness, or I don't know, maybe it's like
narcissist,
just human.
Not human.
Here it is. My problem is not that I don't value myself or I don't have self-love. I think if I...
First of all, before she says that shit, self-love is code or womanese for selfish. That's what they always mean by it. Every time you watch these divorce videos, they always use self-love, self-love, self-love. It means selfish, selfish, selfish. And yes, it's not fucking human. It is just you. This is the way women think. This is the way women act. And I believe maybe longer than just the last few years, but definitely in 2023 and before then and definitely beyond. This is why men have to outsmart these women, not fucking fall victim to their bullshit, their gaslighting. And guess what? She would not be acting like this or divorcing your ass if you were in a marriage where she knew you were going to be messing around with multiple women and that was going to be it. That was going to be final. It was closed on her end. And if she didn't like it, she'd kick rocks. No one cares about being fair because you get out of life what you can negotiate.
I would continue to be in this relationship. And I feel like this found awareness of myself.
Sorry, last time. And this is why she's making this message. She's doing this to get her story out, but she's also doing it for the white knight in shining armor to come through and say, You sound like a great woman. I feel sympathy for you and your position. You're a strong woman, you're a mother, and you fought for your career. This is another reason why women do it. They want the fucking attention and the validation, and that never stops. This is why she's making all these.
And the self-love has brought me to this point of wanting to get the divorce and move on and find someone or many someones that fulfill me.
She wants more dick. Disgusting.
More. But what hurts me,
Imagine having a kid and then being a mother who wants many someones. Who would actually fucking admit to that? This is why women downplay body count and they downplay promiscuity, because they want this option to be able to do whatever in the fuck they want, even though it is something that is fucking a disgrace. This is why men ain't fucking with these women. The lowest marriage rates and the lowest relationship rates of all time. And the higher earning, more attractive, more competitive, more successful men are the most single demographic of all men. So if she wants an average man, she could probably get one, but the most successful men are fucking single. So these women clearly are not getting what the fuck they want. That has to tell you something. They don't care.
is that I feel he doesn't value me the way I value me. And that's what really hurts.
I'm just glad that this good man will be finally free and leave this unstable woman. These are the type of women that will be crying about how they cannot find a good man later on in life when they realize that their career is really not that fulfilling. She has everything right now, and she can even work on her career part-time while waiting for her kids to grow up so that she can then focus more on her career as time goes on. But she chooses to destroy her own family because she cannot get over her jealousy. Fellas, let me know in the comment section if you would like a part 2 on this woman, because there is just too many clips that I left out that I think would be great to analyze. That's it for today's video.
So I will definitely be reacting to the part 2 if they do it, because I cannot find this bitch anywhere I looked for her. I wanted to do my own shit. I wanted to have my own logos all this place, but this guy, he's on point. He's doing his thing. But this is what men have to look forward to, I guess. Well, not me. Fuck that. Dick only, recreational use, and maybe blowjobs. Okay, so this is a shorter reaction, but that's about what I got for you guys tonight. So if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, hit that Cash App, and I will see you guys when I see you, because I would want to be you, and if you're hot, I want to be with you. So next time on The Radical Masculine.
Something that I do, I have these internal fantasies, or how do you explain them? When you invent stories in your mind, the anxiety. And today,
Her husband must have been a titty guy, because she is ugly. But she does have some rangs though.
H is going back to Mexico. He's leaving Miami, and I started fantasizing and having this crazy story.
But don't get too excited, because these are those rangs. When you pull them out, it looks like a 12-inch subwoofer. Boom, boom, boom.
That he's going to decide to come here to help me. And I had to stop myself in the middle and say, Melanie, stop it. Stop it. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Don't even go there. Because then what happens, and this is one of the faults in my relationship, is those fantasies, I start feeling those feelings and I bring them into real life. And
see, even when a woman divorces a guy, or even if a girl breaks up with a guy, they still expect him to carry on his masculine burden of performance, to help them, to do shit for them, to think about them, even though she fucking divorced him. That's crazy. She still has expectations, and she still gets disappointed when you don't do things for her. It's like when a woman divorces you, fellas, she is dead to you. She's the mother of your child. then it's all about the kids. But anything else, just drop them. Spaceman,